Alright, we are starting. Alright, so fast move into the left lane. They actually have the same start, which is nice. Then you can see how both teams deal with it. Hyste is nicely in position, gets chipped quite a lot. No parasite, that hurts me a bit. Always try to get those parasites in, they're so important. I would argue more important than many of the kills. Alright, he's getting healed. I was already wondering like why is he in nano, but he's just healing. Now that was pointless. Pointless scope death. So many fights which are pointless. Because no one is near nano. Well, the gorge, but you know. There is no RT there, there's nothing there, there's no reason for the Skokes to massively die in that corner. Just get your parasites in. The only gain you have is that they're apparently not capping C12 and pipe, which they should be doing since you have substart. I'm a bit confused that they're pushing the left. Guys, cap those RTs. You're gonna get outrest by aliens. He's out of armor, so that could be painful. Skokes are in position for this, but they are respawning. Don't die like this over here if you're in your hive camping. Guys, pay attention. This is so painful to see. Group, don't go one by one. Group up for this. Oh, at least they got him. I see so many Skokes doing stuff they don't need to be doing. Like, you have like so few health. Why did he even go in here and do this? But this is better. There's no Marine here. This is also okay. Leave. You need to... he's leaving. See, this is what I like to see. Get bites in and then leave. Go around, pull them back to their RT like he's doing now. This is good. Now they have to pull back. So unless they lose the RT, one of them has to come. And see, circling around, very nicely done. He's just assuming here. He's just biting, and then either he heard him or he's assuming that a Marine is coming, and he is doing this. Very nice. Because you can see from the system that aliens are ahead, so this is everything you can do to slow Marines down. Oh, this is a little bit painful, since they do have people in spawn queue, and they have no comm. They need to comm. Don't go for StoBez. You need a comm. Most are dead and there's no eggs. They need to, like, you don't need the gorge to do this. Make eggs. Every skull can do it. Just know where those buttons are in the comm interface. See, now we have another person doing it. And that's what you want. We have a lurk coming up. RobP is probably going for this. This pressure gave him 5 RTs. I mean, they're B.O.H.I.C.A, they're 12. Is this still bitten? Yes, 41. So the damage is still done there. You can get those RTs down, but still 5 RTs at the moment. Good rest flow. And yes, aliens have 4, but this is easy to kill off. This is an easy kill. I'm not sure what this group is doing. If they're going for RTs, then that's okay. But I would quickly kill him off first and then go for the RTs. And he's parasited and they're completely ignoring sub again. Which means that your upgrades are in danger. I mean, it's good to kill rush flow, don't get me wrong. It's very good to kill RTs, but I'm not sure it's worth having this party in your main. You could rush him. Then they are gonna rush, And they have a gorge with him, so this is doable. This is very doable. And these 2 Marines can't shoot that hive that fast. So this is a rush which could work. They're just being slow, they're splitting up. The lurk needs to take this. Oh, the Skoke didn't dodge it. Ooh, that lurk's so low. So that's a bit of a fail in terms of how you want to do the rest, but they can still do this. The Gorge is healing them, you have both lurks, who should be dodging. A few clogs in here, ooh, very painful. I wanted to say a few clogs in this area would help, or in here, so that, you know, if you have to fall back like you did, there's some cover. Because these guys are still here, so you're losing eggs, so now it's actually a problem because a lot of the aliens died. 3 RTs though, versus 3. So they got some rest kills out of it. Marines are just egg-logging, or trying to egg-log, which is a bit costly on 3 RTs. Aliens also lost a tunnel, which is really map control. So Marines are definitely being aggressive, and this Skulk pack definitely needs to group up and clear this. Right now it's just the Skulk and the Lurk. They have Gorge somewhere. They have to clear those. They're losing too much time, too much map control. What surprises me is that no one went for the back, like for here. Like you had a Skulk and a Lurk outside your hive, flying back. The detour would not have been that great. Alright, they did kill it, but look at the damage. So if you have people in field, they can just go nail them in the back. Most won't notice in time. So Marines are doing very nice. 4 RTs versus, well, soon to be 2. There we go. So this is very nicely done. Marines are now pulling this back because at the moment, weapons 1, armor 2. Oops, so no, they may consider face tag soon. Another RT. He's skipping this one. I would also get pipe first. Makes total sense. So that is some very nice capping on Marines. I'm not sure if giving them that shotgun was worth it. Oh guys, don't do this. Don't do this. Like, it's still there. If he runs, he may make it. We'll have one person guard it, so you won't make it. This is more of a luck than... Because that spawner could have been spawning earlier and run. You don't know if there's a Marine who's gonna save that shotgun, so guard it. I'm not sure what he's doing, especially on this health. Just get regen. Don't wait around like this or go back to your hive and heal. Fades drop though. If they're good fades, they can pull this back. They don't have metabolize, that means they don't have energy regen. Which means that they have to be very careful, not like this one. Ooh, guys, why 1 by 1 fading? Fades together are very dangerous, so you team up with your fade partner. That's what makes it dangerous. This is nice on for the Marines, killing off the rest flow. They are also killing some RTs on the alien side, but you know, aliens are losing more since it's nano. So this fade is going in solo, while the other fade needs to heal, and you can see why that's a bad idea. There's 2 Marines here, there's another one coming here. Now they go. Playing so risky. Those fades are just waiting to get ambushed. See, that's why you need 2 fades. So the other fade can soak you your bullets. Especially if it's the same model, if you have the same skin. So aliens are now capping the right lane, meaning that Marines really need nano. Actually, why you're building east could be in here. There's nothing there. Perhaps for walking distance. Well, they're pushing biomass. This biomass 3 is now up, so there metabolize goes. A bit slow in my opinion, but the fates are still alive, so No harm done. I say that and he blinks in 3 shotgunners. He's so lucky to be alive. Bloody guys, look at how low they are. Jesus. That's more of a luck than anything else. That's like what, 2 bullets? 3? So they basically traded spots. Now the Marines have nano while the aliens do have pipeline. I would argue that it's the better trade for the aliens, since they have all the tech points. And if they have the option to get Overlook, which gives them 4 harvesters, which gives them enough rest flow to get a lovely hive going in a reasonable amount of time. And now they're over-focusing on nano. Guys, Marines are in nano, they're defending. You're not gaining anything here. You're just blinking into shotguns. Yes, that's better. Go for the gate. They're not on the gate. They're in nano. Which is why having the gate there was stupid if you want to be in nano. Ooh, that was almost trapped though. Which makes me wonder why aliens aren't fleeing in this direction. Sure, you have to actually get past the gate, so you have to fight here, but you can. There's no reason not to. Bit of an interesting tunnel spot. Ooh, you can see what even a level 1 shotgun does. So painful. And we have 0 skulks going for these. Well, they have 3 fades, so that makes sense, but that means that the lurk has to go for an RT. They have no respiters. They do now because someone died, but if you have only fades and lurks, the lurks have to respite. You can't let them have 6 RTs. This is just wrong. You're just asking for them to explode with jetpack and exo. Now I actually like the idea of using fades to cover the respiters. So if you can't win a fight, just let the fades defend the respiters. Oh, it takes so much damage. Absolutely. And he was lucky. If they're here and they're using a pistol and shooting in that direction, he would be dead because he wasn't dodging. He wasn't going in the tubes like this. And there he goes. That's what we call fights which aren't worth it. Why was he even there if he's that low? This Fade is also taking risks against the shotgunner he should not be taking. Like 1 ambusher and he's gone. This can go up. They're not there yet, but it should. This is actually better. They have 2 Fades now. I don't think losing the 3rd Fade is gonna harm aliens that much because they're not respiting. And at least they're gonna respite now. They could have had the lurks respite, but they weren't. So this will at least force them to respite. Ooh! Well, I do like the idea of 2 Fades, but 1 Fade is... Come on, guys. If you're not winning right now, then you're gonna have a hell when weapons 2 pops. Of course, this will die because it's desisted, which means aliens will be in 2 versus 4. And they will be recapping this soon. Ooh, that Fade is low. Whoa, look at that again. I seriously don't understand why he's blinking into 2 shotgunners in close combat. This is close combat. That's ideal for shotguns and he's blinking into 2 of them. Well, which are parasited. It's not a surprise. So risky. Ooh, look at him again. Taking risks he should not be taking. Right, they have 2 Fates again, but still. That's like 1 bullet. It's not worth the risk, guys. Three shotgunners blinking in again, and there he goes, not even waiting for his Fate partner. Who's equally low. He should hop in actually in the hive and make some eggs. And one of the Marines is probably recapping from the looks of it, like Nano, sure, power is down, but Xankar will get it back. Oh, advanced weapons going up. Weapons 2 has been completed, so the pain train will only get worse. Ooh, 3 swipes, that's way more risk than he should be taking. I mean, look at how low he is. I would not dare to risk 3 swipes like that with 2 shotgunners if one of them would have twitched and done a twitch shot. Also, so few are, you know, guys, there's a vent here, there's an opening here. You can ambush him in the back. That really helps. Rather than, you know, going head first with the whole team. Well, they stopped welding, and that's why they're taking this much damage. Like, no armor. But the map control they got out of it. 6 RTs, the gate is here. They're blocking cargo off so they can also cap cargo. They got fate kills out of it. It's ridiculous of the amount of gain the Marines are getting out of that fight. I'm not sure if you should need to beacon for that, but they can afford it. They have 6 RTs, they can build the proto with a power build. So like all of them together. And yeah, they're gonna lose Nano, but I wouldn't care. You have a gate close by, you have like all the upgrades in the world. You can start your jetpacks. They even saved it. What's more interesting is skylights. You need assisting these days to make a tunnel, so they could make a tunnel here. Ah, the flamethrower will make short work of that now. I personally don't like using flamethrowers or grenade launchers if you're not hitting a hive, but since you're fighting a lot of skulk, a flamethrower isn't too bad either. And that Fate's energy will just be bye-bye if he's on fire. But aliens are all ignoring the right lane, and with this up, it's gonna be much harder to get through to cargo. I would actually make a tunnel here now, simply because you need more map control. Oh, look at Fate, taking so much risks in him. Again, diving head first, not ambushing him in the back. Ooh, so painful. It's a shame that they don't seem to have enough biomass for spores, because spores would be very nice, but yeah, you need far more biomass for that. They're actually going for pipeline drop, which sort of makes sense. I mean, if Marines have been ignoring the right lane, then pipeline is fine, but the aliens are screwing themselves over here. They're ignoring the lane because you are not biting this. If you bite the RTs, which is fine, but now a Marine has gonna recap and sees that hive. So the timing of that is a bit off. But if they get this gate, they can. If they get this gate, they can still do it. The game will go down, but this hive will also go down. I mean, grenades on weapons 2 are so painful. A bomb wall over here would be nice. Soaking some. I don't think it's a 5 for bomb wall, by the way. Plastic bowl of 4. Doesn't matter, this hive isn't up, so everyone who's dead stays dead. 0 harvesters soon, because this will die off with all the upgrades. This will be dying. Why aren't they calling it? They're not gonna win this. I mean, this will die. Yes, you can sys this and build this with the few rush you have, but Marines will quickly jetpack, get this up. With jetpacks they can just quickly grab all stuff. Well, the ladies are doing their best to get a hive going. As they can't, they know. But the general rule is if Marines haven't lost anything in that fight, and you weren't winning with all your fades and your upgrades and all, you're not gonna win without the fades and without the upgrades. I'm pretty sure you have fades, but they don't have metabolize, so with the risks they're taking, they're gonna see the end of a shotgun real soon. Remember, you have like one biomass. You don't have Bowbomb, you don't have metabolize. A flamethrower against a fade without metabolize is actually quite painful, because the energy is just going out the window. And you can see how much health they have when they have to flee, and that's more of an energy issue than a health issue. So since they're not gonna gain any map control, let's see if we can spec the last fade. Might as well. See how they think they're gonna pull this back since they haven't called it yet. Like there's no skulk here. They can't Bowbomb it because they don't have the biomass. Remember, no metabolize, so also blinking is very hurtful to the fade. You can see that he's doing his best to dodge while still taking a lot of damage. There he goes. That was not a surprise to see die. And there's the GG call. And that will be 2-0 for RobP's team on this map. So you can actually see that the aim percentages aren't that superb on some of them. They're actually quite good. I mean, this is not bad. This is also not bad. This is, but you know, this is not good. But position helps a lot. They did great. You can see the RT flow and both in the kill flow. Yeah.